nationwide, and I was saying to myself, what the hell? Because the context of the meeting and the whole conversation that Mr. Golden was having, he was telling comrades.
But hold on a little bit. I want to pick up with what's his name? Ezidan.
Yeah,
not to be complacent.
Hold on, I want to ask you something, and this is the problem I'm having.
Sorry, I was getting a call. I got a call. I'm sorry. I was getting a call. No, I was saying, my friend.
No, hold on, Ezidan. I want to pose a question to you because in your first statement, you mentioned that a lot of people, even the Labour Party supporters, believe that Andrew Owner stole Usain Bolt money, right? This is what you said, right? And you said that the leader is stopping the process, right? That's what you said, right?
No, he's not. He's not ready to conversation, man. Hold on. You're gonna talk, man. Is your time, you know?
Hold on. Wait on him, because even though let me ask you a question. You make in your initial statement, you mentioned that there's a lot of people, including Labourites, believe that Andrew Owner stole Usain Bolt's money, right? And secondly, you said the Prime Minister is stopping the process, right?
Yes, that's the public perception. I am telling you.
Yes, that's a public perception. So somebody's blowing a whistle in the background there, man.
All right. Just clean up your live, clean up your section.
Don't blow it. When I come off the call, you can blow it. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So as I was saying to neighbor in the beginning of this discussion, would you think that a well-thinking person or perception or whatever you want to put attributed to it, do you think a well-thinking person could really think that Andrew Owens goes into Usain Bolt's personal accounts and stole his money? Do you think a sensible person would believe something like that?
Yeah. Yes. They don't, because look, people don't trust.
No. I'm not talking about people don't trust, you know. I'm just saying the practicality of that, because.
No, but remember, it's not only well-thinking people voting.
Well, that's a better answer.
Yeah. But I'm just saying. Yes. You're right. There's not. We have some people that really are backward in certain type of thinking. But I'm just saying.
No, we are not here to label anybody, my virgin. Listen what I am saying. May I deal with hard facts, my friend?
No, I'm not negate what you're saying. I'm just saying.
I am from West Rural, St. Andrew. And my family are staunch Labourite. Ruan and all the whole of them will tell you who I am. And I am telling you the perception in this JLP, most Labourite, they just said some of them will vote same way now, but the independent thinkers, those people believe that he is guilty, even Labour.
You talk to most. No, hold on. You talk to most Labourites.
Hold on, foresight. Let me just finish.
Come on, let me talk, man.
Yeah,
well,
he's
a Labourite friend, you know.
Now, me have the PNP friend. We don't think PNP are one next election.
Foresight. Make a calm down, man. In my reason, good man. We are having a discourse. We're not really bashing each other. I am just saying, with the perception that you are talking about, okay? Yeah. If I believe something, to be right or something that happened, when I sit down as a well-thinking person and begin to analyze what I believe, you don't think I can adjust my perception and say no, that it's not possible for the Prime Minister to go into a personal even though the evidence is out there.
May I look a reason? May I ask you one question now?
Is he?
One question.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I think we should drop this subject. I think it's a matter that is very, very sensitive.
Yeah.
It's a matter that is before the court. Yeah. I do want to continue talking about it.
So okay, we're not going to talk about it. I'm not going to mention any more name like that. I'm just going to say something to you.
No. let's speak about the politics.
I'm gonna
Leave
speak I want to say something about the politics.
leave
Right?
that conversation alone. Do.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone, neighbor. And I
Yes.
agree with you because I want
And let me tell you something too. If we are speaking about perception,
Yeah.
we can't stay on air and foster that perception any further. Left it alone.
All right, let me go back to Trafigura. Let me make a point about Trafigura. Trafigura was dragged through the court for like 13 years. And the PNP suffered a lot of political backlash for it. And in the end, when it got to the court said they found that the PNP did nothing wrong. But the
Did they
perception.
say that?
What was the end result of the Trafigura, my friend?
No, I'm not sure. Tell me.
The court. Why you don't hear about Trafigura anymore?
Yeah, but Trafigura was a bigger story, brother. And
Who
and
said Trafigura is a bigger story? Where you get that from?
bro, listen.
But hold on, foresight. Because easy down on foresight. Let me just say this. I don't think you can equate Trafigura with the case of the Prime Minister. Okay?
Exactly.
Because listen now, the Integrity Commission pays an overseas auditing firm to audit the Prime Minister's statutory deduction. They paid almost 30. Hold on, please. They paid almost $35 million to this overseas forensic auditing firm.
Yeah.
And the auditing firm comes up with nothing.
With nothing? So where is the what you call it? The
report.
Where's the report that
That is what we hold on, but yes.
the government. Look here.
Easy done, not giving anybody no chance to talk, you know.
Hold on, but easy done.
Yeah.
The direct in addition to that report, it came out in the IC report in the parliament that the overseas auditor, this was fleshed out all over media, especially on Nationwide and other media station, that the forensic auditor find nothing adverse in the Prime Minister's statutory declaration.
And to
Hold on. In furtherance to that, the director of prosecution, Prince Kamika, recommended that the Prime Minister's statutory declaration should be certified.
Certified, exactly. In the absence of
Hold on. So hold on. I'm gonna finish. Let me
It's not easy done.
Let me land, because we have to be fair. In addition, I make me lose my chain of thought to. You make me lose what I'm gonna say, man.
No, you was talking about the director of prosecution.
Yeah, that says she recommended that the Prime Minister, right? And that Prince Kamika recommended that the Prime Minister is to be certified. In addition to that, the Integrity Commission, the Integrity Commission has a memorandum of understanding with the tax administration of Jamaica and with the FID. They could have said, yes, we got the overseas auditing report that nothing adverse was found in the Prime Minister's statutory declaration, right? We have this memorandum of understanding. Let us put it to the TAJ and let us put it to the FID and just make one conclusive report to the Parliament. But what they did, they tabled the report in the Parliament and in furtherance said, listen, we are going to submit the report to the FID and the TAJ for further investigation. When they could have done that prior, so for the blind to see that the Integrity Commission was not honest it's a malicious reporting.
Yeah.
In addition to that, there was a building that the Prime Minister was building on a land that owned to the Prime Minister. Within days, they turn up at the property.
Exactly.
They get a report today and tomorrow, and these are people that say that they have a whole backlog.
Not only that, Carl, and they have the competent authority to rule on that. despite the KSSMC,
Exactly.
no breach. Kevin
Which
Stevens
is your
taking it
matter,
upon himself
take
to
a pic.
go and do his own investigation without having the competent authority to do that. So, brother, it's apples and oranges. And I can tell you, I have PNP friends, right? Who's not very confident that PNP is going to win the next election. So when you come and say you have labor rights where I talk about SSL, you can't say anything. Because anybody can say anything.
Can I add a little
No,
bit?
let me hear more. Yeah, kiss it down. More. In rebuttal to that, you know.
Yes, he has to unmute. He has to unmute, and we go with easy until about we don't have a lot of time left with him.
Because we want to address that
listen to him.
Miss Keisha Prince Kamika said
let me ask you a question.
All right, go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. In the Integrity Commission report, did they made a referral for the FID to complete their investigation and said they did not get the additional information what they request from the Prime Minister? Did they say that?
No.
They didn't say that?
No, they didn't say that. Yes. Let me tell you what they said.
Yeah.
They did not say in the report that the FID and the TAJ has to complete their investigation. The investigation wasn't sent to the FID and the TAJ to begin with.
Yeah, what did they?
Hold on. What they said that they at that time when the report was being done is that they are inconclusive.
Okay.
Hold on, man. They are inconclusive to determine if the Prime Minister's statutory declaration is to be certified. Hold on. But the director of prosecution of corruption, director of public corruption prosecution, Keisha Prince Kamika, recommended that the Prime Minister's statutory declaration is to be certified. And in addition, they paid the overseas auditor $35 million for 6 months to comb to the Prime Minister's statutory declaration, and they couldn't come up with anything.
All right, listen what.
Easy done. Hold on. Stick up in.
All right, let me come off of that topic then. Let me tell you something.
That's like going to a court.
Let me
getting
tell
a
you
not
something.
guilty verdict.
Hold on now. Let me tell you what. I am going to tell you
saying that the
something
case is to be retried.
I am going to tell you something that is going to happen before it happens. All right? You see, as soon as the election is called, the FSC will be in court with someone who lose money from SSL, and that will open a whole can of firm. Have a good day. Remember, I told you that.
Yeah, but
why are you running easy down? Because you pose some question. Hold on, but easy done. You said the Prime Minister, hold on, and next part before you go, you said the Prime Minister is, not following law and is convoluting the world. The Prime Minister is a citizen just like anybody else. If you feel you're being wrong, and it is in the Integrity Commission's Act that if you do not agree with the ruling, you can have a judicial review, and that is what the Prime Minister is doing right now. So when I hear the opposition leader talking about the Prime Minister is circumventing the Integrity Commission law, is that honest? Because
the Prime Minister requests 27 things. How much of that the court allowed?
Repeat that.
The 27 requests the Prime Minister made. How much of the 27?
But
what I can tell you, in regards to the specific issue.
Yes.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Please.
I am going to tell you.
No, man, please, don't leave. More answer this to you. The court issue that the Prime Minister take to the court, that is being upheld. It was not thrown out. That is being upheld.
I know.
Okay.
The best is give him a court case in October after the election. That was the best. Double jeopardy.
No, but you see, no, all right. But I'm just saying, we have to be fair because if you think you're not, if you think
When the
you're not
election
being
for the
fair,
FSC, you will see what happened to the FSC and Usain Bolt if he will sue them or take them to court. Okay? And we will see it all. And let's hope, the Prime Minister don't give too much time for drawing out because a lot of things will be unfolding.
but you sound like you think the Prime Minister guilty, man.
37 seats. No less than 37 seats. Remember.
Carl.
All right. Yeah, foresight. You can't go on no foresight. Go on.
All right. I'm going to tell you. Hold on.
Your leader don't believe that. Is it done?
Hold on. Go ahead.
Your leader not believe that. And you're a man from nowhere. Right? I wouldn't take you more seriously than your leader. I trust that your leader would know more than you, and he's not expressing that kind of confidence. So when you come in and talk about Turkey, because first you would have cleared the 18 seats. I know PNP cannot state, right? The 18 seats that they will win without losing any ideas. PNP have uphill task, brother. So that's not a real confidence.
Gentlemen, sometimes, you know why me never chime in? Me get annoyed with basic conversation and basic understanding. Me can't take it by you. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful. That's a problem. That's why me never chime in.
All right. 2016, it was one seat. Separate the two parties. COVID election, take it out tight and use 2016 as the benchmark. You will find out how PNP win 37 seats. But don't know. Have a good night. Nice reason though. May I follow up the program?
No, man, no leave, man. No leave, man.
No, I have to leave. I have to leave.
No, man, I don't want to leave, man.
I love the conversation, but I really have to leave because I'm late. You know, I just reached home and I have to go. That's why my network is so unstable. We are going to reason, man. If you want to send me a message and
But you see the thing is the evidence is out there that the Prime Minister, even illicit aid, just the other day it was fleshed out in Parliament that there's no illicit aid, and the opposition leader keep going around talking about the Prime Minister is a part of this.
No, sir, I don't believe what it.
Let us not entertain the PNP narrative, right?
No, sir, I don't believe what it is.
I have to talk to them, of course. I have to talk to them.
No,
I'm not going to talk to them.
I don't believe. I know you don't believe
about gold money. We're not going to keep it alive on any live, brother, because here we know.
But
it's becoming relevant, and discussions like these just bring it back to center.
Opposition leader Mark Walling carry the same thing in Parliament about Usain Bolt money. They're not going to let it go.
Yeah,
look at the irony. Isn't it ironic the Prime Minister talks so much about FinSac, which is 30 years ago? Half of the voting population don't even know what he's talking about. And he don't mention SSL. And SSL is the modern FinSac.
But the evidence is there, you know.
Is it done?
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. Is it done?
You need to realize this.
You and the PNP are trying to package SSL as FinSac. FinSac was something set up by Mark Golding and Omar Davis from the government. FinSac operated from within the government for Mark Golding to benefit.
What is FinSac though?
SSL. Just listen and learn, man, because that's why Mark Golding reach out to, you know. SSL is a private company. SSL is a private company.
Explain yourself before you go further. What
SSL, you can't tell me what to do, brother.
What
SSL
is a private
company.
FinSac is not the financial meltdown. There are two separate.
Do you notice I was not disturbing you when you were talking? Do you notice I was not disturbing you when you were talking?
You're not allowing nobody to talk. You company, yo. Neighbor,
me telling you, know, saying it's very futile, you know, have conversation, you know, with people like them, you know. Me telling you already, you know.
Nobody not gonna hear you like that, brother. You have to allow other people to talk.
Me telling you, say it's very futile.
Somebody else on the floor from your company live. You're not just a talk and I make up one.
SSL is a private company.
No, but you sell wishes.
So why you don't want me to talk? You just want to talk your shit and you don't want me to talk.
No, but me not allow you to tell lie.
Neighbor,
Me not allow you to tell lie. Isn't SSL a private company? Isn't SSL a private company?
First, you are saying FinSac, me challenge that. No
FinSac was a government entity set up.
For what?
By the government.
For what? What was the purpose
We
of it?
robbed 44,000 Jamaicans of their assets.
What? FinSac?
Oh,
FinSac,
really?
FinSac is that? What
Oh, you
FinSac
don't know
is?
that? You didn't know that?
I am asking
SSL
you.
is a private company run by a private citizen of Jamaica. Usain Bolt made a private decision to go invest there. What is the issue?
First, before you have to tell me the difference between what caused the financial meltdown and what was the
All
purpose.
right, you want me to tell you the difference? Let me tell you the difference.
You tell me the difference.
But you're not listening. You're not listening. Interest rates introduced by Omar Davis because they did not know how to manage the economy and they allowed the dollar to devalue too fast. 1,026.53% the dollar devalued at the time, and in order to map up liquidity, they had to raise interest rate so there was less operation in the market. And because they raised the interest rate, all the people who invested, whether by loans or they were running businesses, was losing value from their asset because their loans were ballooning. And in order now to finish map up liquidity, the government created FinSac, and one Mark Jefferson Golding was at the forefront assisting in the writing of the FinSac laws. And he wrote the law in such a way so he could benefit by way of his company, DB&G. Okay? So FinSac was orchestrated. It was created by the said Mark Golding and Omar Davis. SSL is a private company where one woman thief Usain Bolt money, over 200 customers, and guess what? All of them still have access to their money. I don't know what you're talking about.
Protecting
No,
JA.
we must stop spreading lies, brother.
But protecting JA. Even though the evidence is out there, they're still holding on to it.
Because they have nothing to offer to the
90% of
Jamaican
Usain
people.
Bolt, it is 90% of Usain Bolt's money didn't make it to
They
their
have
account.
not go to SSL. It was
It
stolen
didn't make
before
it
it
into
got
their
there.
account. So I don't know what they're holding on to with this SSL business.
Like, we don't have no sense. You don't make my goal in a
Come on,
lead
no,
and
man.
run it all like we don't have no
We
sense.
must enter.
I'm not
I'm
saying
not saying that people must not take a side and criticize enough, but when the evidence lay bare, just go with the evidence, man.
And when we give them a platform to come and spew this nonsense, we have to go waste time now for you to explain it. And it explain 100 times over. And that is the problem I'm having.
Yes,
We
sir.
have
Yes,
this
sir.
close to
Mark
an
Bola told me
election.
to see that. And who
We have
find
given
it money
platform
that
for this
is
nonsense.
disproportionate to his income and can't explain it?
Can you imagine how easy it might have been for
I
you?
do all this have to do,
to
you know.
drink that Kool-Aid.
This cash out him where man him belong here and show we say.
Can you imagine how easy it might have been for you to just drink that Kool-Aid easy done? A matter of fact, your name says it all. You're so easy that it's easy to sell you.
Look here,
Thing like this.
Andrew only
Such damn nonsense.
allegation brought against him, and all he need to do is clear his name.
Easy done. What you need to understand. Not because
All
Mark
he
Golding
need
said
to
something
do
that
is
he said
clear
it is
his
so.
name, but he don't want to
Okay?
clear his name.
So
He
you
wants
cannot
to
say
stop
no
the court.
allegation. You cannot talk about no allegation against Andrew Holness. Every allegation against Andrew Holness is Mark Golding. And Mark Golding, I lie this man in our world. So not because Mark Golding said so means yes, so it go. We don't get off of that now. And offer the people of Jamaica some good solutions and sensible solutions to the problems
Brother,
in
you're not,
Jamaica.
look here.
Is SSL a solution to the problems in Jamaica? Is 20 bank account a solution to the problems in Jamaica? The same problems that the PMP created? Get off that nonsense and grow up. You're so easy to be sold and nonsense that you drink your Kool-Aid. What I'm doing? We're not ready for fight.
Look here.
Fucking white Bucky Master. What is
Your
wrong
phone
with you?
wanted, brother. Your phone wanted. The reality will hit you. And one thing still, don't hang yourself. Because you see the way you're in denial, when the truth slap you in your face, don't kill yourself. Because we are Jamaican.
Protect
The
him,
whole of we
Jay.
are Jamaica. Now one love, brother. One love, one love.
Protect him. Neighbor. Neighbor. Neighbor.
Yes, I'm here.
Neighbor. Neighbor.
Yes, I'm here.
We really need, if you're going to have a platform that is civil, you see the basic conversation, then we have the facts about that we don't need to entertain them. We need to talk about policies to help the Jamaican people. I don't mind what the rental something housing thing can benefit of what Crawford proposed. But we flush them this thing. There was that stuff.
Yeah, but you know, Gigi, Carl, you're still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Yeah.
You know why I entertained this for a moment, and I'm in the background listening. It is because it is the very thing that we have been speaking about in terms of how these things are going to be part of the discussions in the election.
Yes.
Look here.
That's what we've been saying.
Neighbor. It's going to be a part of the PNP discussion.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but
You have to remember this, you know. You have to remember, and I can tell you, they're going to back up something right now. You see this perception of corruption and all of them, based on even the Dan and the poll, which me not too trust. It is clear that the corruption is not high on the agenda.
Sir, did you listen? Did you listen to the? You know, I was taught something, you know, in life that when a man talk, you know, you must listen. You must not only listen what him said, you must listen what he did not say. Did you hear him say that as soon as the election is called, a case is going to come up in court with something? You heard that?
Yes.
You heard that?
Yes.
So clearly, this is part of the election strategy of the PNP. You know, hear that?
Yes.
They are
But
going to
neighbor,
use this as a distraction. He said it.
yes.
As soon as the election is called. Hear what he said. He said that the PNP is playing a numbers game. They have gone around the island. They are not expecting it to be a runaway election, but they are targeting some constituencies. That's what he said.
Yeah,
Yes?
but anybody can come for anything, neighbor. Anybody can come for anything.
Yes, but as part of that, he also said that as soon as the election is called, something will happen in the court. No. That is a very, very interesting thing, you know. Right? In other words, why I tell you, I need some water.
We cannot stop the PNP from doing what they are doing. What we have to ensure, and I keep saying it, neighbor, is that we have to do what we have to do. And that is why we cannot be drawn into the PNP narratives, right? We need not to ignore it and how widespread the narrative is, but we need to plan against it and to how we then counter it without having to make it the big discussion. Because here is it, for the better part, I probably how I know. With the SSL money and Bolt, when all over social media, right, excerpts of Andrew's presentation I run social media now. That is what is the dominant thing now on social media, right? The bits and pieces of Andrew's presentation. Nobody's even talking about the PNP and Mark Golding, the main Mark Golding budget.
Yeah, but foresight.
Right.
The fact that is this subject is not going to go away, you know. Mark Golding,
Yes, and if you don't deal with it, no, you will have to face it later on.
Resurrect this very same issue.
What we do, I just fuel back the argument there, you know. Really and truly, you know.
But I'm saying I'm coming from Jamaica, I'm protecting JA, and it's out there. One man tell me up until last night I was having a discussion with a particular supporter. And they are truly believing that, you know,
Did the discussion that you have with them change them? Change the perception?
No.
That exactly.
Yeah,
I want to
true.
understand a simple strategy. Them a talk about what them want to talk about and we are joining them. When we
Yeah,
should have
join
talk
them,
about
right.
what
Well,
food or
you see,
support
protected,
place.
you see Labour Party supporters, we as Labour Party supporters, you know, we are really genuine people, you know, and we like to speak things, and we are naive, you know, to some extent, you know, that, you know, we always allow the PNP to trap us in certain things, you know, because we don't, they are strategizing because we are banking on good governance,
Honesty.
honesty and good governance to win the election, when they are using propaganda and lies to captivate the people's mind.
And
And
that is
that
why
has always been the People's National Party strategy. They did
and
it
that
in
is
1989 and right
Guys.
throughout the 2000s.
And the message war.
guys, that's why I keep on saying to you, whenever they come on the platform with basic conversation like 28 bank account, essential, we not to entertain it. We feel just run them off. We want to discuss real issues.
Yeah, and go back to what neighbor said to the neighbor said we must treat every comrade the same, but that every comrade can be treated the same because not every comrade come with the same attitude.
And to spread the whole narrative, wrong narrative too.
Yeah, Damon Crawford came up today as a comrade on a live. He didn't come and talk about 28 bank accounts and all them stuff.
Give answer the question that he was asked.
Right, he was answering the question that was asked. So it depends on the comrade and what the comrade come with. That's going to determine the treatment we're going to get. No, he might come with 28 bank account and talk about how much seat PNP are winning. Any man can come say anything. I don't expect him to say PNP are going to lose the election.
Exactly.
It's wishful thinking. What kind of information we have a team leader not have? He might express more, him sound more confident than
No
the
man,
leader.
and the JLP sitting by like a damn ass. And that him feel too.
Mark Golden said it's going to be hard for them to win the election. He might come talk about 38. That's not the words coming from a man who think him going to win 38 seats.
That is, as far as me concerned, that is a confession speech.
Yeah.
That is a confession speech.
That's not a leader who thinks he's going to win 38 seats. We'll be talking like that. Saying to us that it's going to be hard for the PNP to win the election, right? It's not an indication that you have confidence that you're going to win 38 seats.
You have to remember, you know, at 18 seats, the man have to overturn 18. 18. And you telling me that all of those 18 where they have to turn over, JLP is performing so bad in all of those 18?
You think the man will never have water for 40 years, right? And that PNP MP. And see water now come through in pipe now for the first time on our first time PNP and our first time JLP MP. Cares. You think him care anything about World Bank account? You think the farmer whenever used to have road so much years and have road now for transporting produce to the market, you think he care anything about you send World Bank account? PNP is hoping to win
Well, on the back foot, you know. On the back foot, because the Prime Minister laced them in Parliament Thursday gone, you know. They were properly laced and the record was straight that which party is the father for the fiscal management of this country. Okay? It was under Bruce Golding and Alex Shah that resurrected. The People's National Party never busy with nothing named fiscal management, you know, and economy, you know.
No.
All them used to do, go overseas and brag and boast about money when they borrow at high interest rate, you know. The backside forward sale agreement that Omar Davis did that never pegged the loan to the current exchange rate. Cause the country will lose billions because every time the dollar devalue, the debt go up.
Are you seeing the sign
that Alisha pointing out that it's a bad deal, you know?
Me not see no sign of a PNP momentum.
Carl, you know, strategically, and guys, you know, when I look back at Andrew's speech, one of the things that guys must respond, you know, Andrew was also campaigning a small little way, you know.
Yes.
And how he was campaigning, let me explain to you. It's when he come out and big up Peter Phillips and big up Portia. Best believe it. You see people who are loyalists to those set of people.
Yes.
Who feel aggrieved as to what Bunting and Golden has done to the party and those personnel. I'm telling you, emotionally, he would have captured those people.
Really?
From a psychological perspective.
Yes.
Because the father can come and big up Peter Phillips. Anybody who is loyal to Peter Phillips and understand what is happening inside the PNP are automatically going to be more inclined to go towards Andrew.
Yeah. Because when we do the GG, is big up the previous PNP leaders, and sideline Mark Golding in the process,
And PJ
in the process, and sideline them in the process.
Sideline them.
Yeah.
Say he never called PJ. He never called PJ name one time, You realize he not call PJ one time. He not call nobody name,
No.
Him just refer to the period. So to the point that he never want to go in apartment or call Mark Golding name say, the man say, who in here?
Benefited.
Who in here benefited? Him not call no name. So all him do to the people, he said, go do no research. That's what you go do.
All right. Them dead in the water, man. Them know say lose election, How badly them losing, how badly they are going to lose. That is what they're thinking about. How badly. They know that, because right now, with so much good management from the government, it's gonna be. I'm not saying it is totally impossible that they can't flip 18 seats, but it's gonna be unlikely. And for me, I don't see, based on what I'm seeing over the period with this, where the Prime Minister is opening all these houses, and you see people, shedding tears, of going into a proper structure, a proper home. Trust me, man, I don't foresee a difficult election. I think we are going to get the equal amount of seats, or probably 1 and 2 more seats. That's my prediction, though.
I'm of the same with my boss.
That's my prediction, though, because that new social housing program, that is why they don't like it, because a lot of people, when you look at what they were coming out of and what they moved into now, and the level of emotion, or they hug the Prime Minister and say, thank you. When other people see it plays on them emotion. Sometimes me even want to cry too. When I see the people, all overwhelmingly glad they are, or gratifying they are to get this structure, this a good structure, not bold plywood business. And it's resonating with a lot of people. And that is why they are giving it such of a fight. They are downplaying it, talking about giving out one house and two house. So I listen. What Golden comes with is budget proposal. And you mean to tell me, say, it's a budget, right? And not even $1 value you can put on in programs them that him want to implement. Not even so just come and just talk. Anybody can come and talk things, And that's why they find themselves on the back foot now, because they are going to have to tell this nation. They probably not have to tell them supporters. But for the rest of Jamaica, they have to tell us how they are going to fund these programs. The East program that they're talking about. The IMF came and said, listen, we need to cut out the level, the amount of programs where you have that doing similar things and merge them into one.
It's a duplication.
Right. So why not that East program? Why not expand the part program to accommodate that? Why creating a separate program? New funding, new staff.
Not to break you a little bit. You mentioned something a while ago. You see those small little programs that usually they're about the road maintenance fund, the TEF, all of them, It is another layer of corruption that PNP always introduce, And if you understand, is a layer of corruption, and also to provide jobs for them cronies. Because when you form under that entity, you know, you get one of your crony friends and you go head that entity, you know. So these are different layers of corruption that they always have in their mind about this special fund. You have a different fund for what the Minister of Finance should be issuing. I'm telling you, that is where the corruption lies. I can tell you the reason of our corruption grade, or the corruption grade from 16 to 44.
You talking to somebody?
Those are reasons why. Because even IMF and them do people recognize that these layers are corruption things, bureaucracy, to end up thief the money when you can't find it. So are them DNA, my boss, DNA, to do them something.
These things block out the water.
Yeah. And this rent to own when we never coming. Rent to own is nothing new enough. Many countries have rent to own. Many countries have that program. So what them and Crawford come with is like something brand new. You know, rent to own is all over the world. Okay, and yet still, if you're going to target people that is not formally employed, right? If they are going to struggle to pay the rent, right?
What is going to happen?
The mortgage. So the program needs a lot of fleshing out. The program needs a lot of fleshing out. I'm not saying that it can't work.
Those are conversations that me say we must entertain on the platform, my boss. We can entertain this 28 bank account, SSL and them foolishness. Then the people have
I never bring it up back, you know.
Then we need to cut it. That's what I'm saying to you. When it come up, we must cut it in the bud. And we set the narrative where we want to discuss, and not them.
And then I bring it up, master. So
we have to cut it out.
Yeah.
You have to cut it out.
But all I'm saying, I don't know. They need to tell us if they're going to take the 40 billion out of the NIR, right? Or they're going to slow the pace of debt reduction, right? If they're not doing that, then they're going to have to tell us how they are going to grow the economy to fuel some of those initiatives that they put forward. Because everything costs money. You notice the Prime Minister never come with a rounded budget. That's even neighbor says some people in the one party said them expect a more exciting budget. Right? You know, right now the economy is slowing right now, even though we are not under recession. You see the opposition need to come again and I tell the people them say, yes, we are under a recession, even though the PIOJ head director Dr. Wesley Hughes come out and say, listen, we are not into a recession because a recession means high unemployment and high debt. And right now the unemployment is at record low. And our debt is coming down. Our growth is going up.
Carl,
right?
There's a video of Golden, you know. You see that meeting when run out of Parliament go to?
Yeah.
Up on Augustine. But when you take a look on that video there, I'm telling you.
I don't see that video yet. I don't see that video yet.
If you look on that video there.
So when he went to Parliament Thursday, he went to a meeting afterwards?
Yes, he went to Augustine apparently. There's a meeting set up with some people there. Right? And in this speech, you can clearly see the effect of Andrew beating Panini in the boss. The man looked so deflated, it's not funny, you know. The man started and said, oh, we are in a better place financially, we have some money there, and we have to follow the rules. So it's like a
so you admit now.
Yes.
Allah have mercy.
So I'm telling you what he got in Parliament, make him have to go talk. So it had an effect on him.
Yes.
The man looks so nonchalant and he's like he have his hand in his pocket. And he said, we have to follow the rules. If we can't do it, we just can't do it.
And what? A lie tell.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Don't see that meeting.
Look here. They are
he's backtracking down there.
He's on a PNP vlogger, a highlight where he must say as a good something. Not even realizing say, it has sent a message to the man deflated my boss and to beat the man to a pulp.
So did he really say that did he really say that if we can't do it, we just can't do it? Did he really say that?
That is exactly what he said, boss. We have to follow the rules. That is exact words.
So that means that some of the promises we ever talk about, that's why him deliberate never come with no money argument towards them then.
I'm saying to you, it's just a, you're virgin. I'm telling you the beating have an effect
No, hold
on
on. Tell me the live. Tell me when we can't find that video.
I'm a fishing boy, man. I'm in Jerry, Mayville.
No, I'm not listen to Jay Bryan, you know. I'm not listen to them, man.
No, man. You have one who said Mayville, M-A-V-I. You don't remember my name, yeah, boss.
Mayville.
Because I pass on the seat, I mean, I said, it is clear to me that the presentation by the Prime Minister get to the man, the boss.
You look so.
Get to him. Because the man so subdued. He was so subdued, you know. He's not unusual, vibrant self, you know. The man so subdued with hand in their pocket and he's like, yeah, so we are in a better place, but we can do better for the people them of Jamaica and Rary and yes, man.
My name going to drink some rum before I'm going to meet that guy. Like him drink some about drink before I go to that meeting. Now, why would he come out and just contradict himself after he makes so much grandiose promises? And if you can't do it. Why would he backtrack just like that?
Big man, I'm saying to you, those are the narratives of what he was saying. His exact words, what if we can't do it? We can't do it. We have to follow the rules. We have to follow this. So what he realized, you know, him back against the wall, you know, and then I run with it. And the people them are recognize. You have to student. That is why you see this thing about new tax, Andrew. Let me sorry, say Andrew never rings that little bit. Them DNA can't change about new taxes. Him should have rings the Crawford tax, the Campbell tax. All of them taxes. A tax are them only thing in the boss to real funds.
Because they're not good thinkers. They don't learn to think outside the box. And that's why Cliff always says that the People's National Party is intellectually lazy. Bankrupt. They don't learn. Oh, and look at it too. Some of the policy programs that the Labour Party use, they are now like ruling Labour Party to go back to those policies like the 1.5. He's pushing for the income tax threshold to be brought to $3 million per year. Yeah. So and that person said the 1.5 could work.
Gentle people, and this is where I feel good because we're having a conversation on issues. We're not having a conversation on kids' meal stuff, you know, because the PMP have not yet presented to the people of Jamaica a clear plan for what they are going to do to improve the lives of the Jamaican people. And this is what we need to continue to talk about. We need to continue to show them up. Up to this point, me say my goal was on Ralston Iman show. Telling Ralston Iman that he didn't come with no numbers because some of the things them have to go trash out and you don't remember word for word. They don't have a plan. Them just write down some stuff from paper.
Protecting.
Protecting. Did he come out and really say that some of the things they have to flesh out further?
Yes, man, but them say it, even Julian did say it in a film presentation when somebody showed from across the floor and asked him, how is he going to work out the NWC cap for pensioners? He said that, them don't know yet, them have to go work it out because some people have different consumption pattern. And this is what they come with. Julian Robinson come and say, he might go get TikTokers $1 billion. And then by social media come down upon him, he come the next day and I want like a tree somewhere in somebody's backyard and say, he's not talking about TikTokers, he's talking about the creative. But the government already have a fund.
Have a creative industry fund.
Right. So they don't know. I mean, somebody from in the PMP called me and told me about 2 weeks now.
Well, I know them change
PMP.
Under 5E to 4E.
And take out one of the, no, then take out environment. Yeah, they take out environment out of it and just give the four others, the four remaining. Basic somebody from within the PMP got 2 weeks before and what inside here, because guess what now? We don't see many of the cracks start to emerge yet, you know. There are cracks in the party now, you know. Because them in there big mark going for step down, you know. But there are some of them saying that it is too close to a general election for that happen. And that's why we know see them a hammer him, because them in the vex with them. One PMP said to me, they are coming through the Jamaica Labour Party from 2007 to 2020 election manifestos, and them a pick out and a reword and a repackage the ideas of the Jamaica Labour Party and present them. And if you listen closely to Mark Golding presentation, and the JLP manifesto them from 2007 come right up. If you listen to Julian, and the JLP manifesto then just reuse some, repackage them and use some different words, change up some of the words them and all of that. But it's the same thing. They're going to talk about.
And yet them say Labour Party.
Agricultural.
Yet them say Labour Party are thief their ideas, appropriate their ideas. And that them saying,
You see them the people there, mad people them, brother. And mad people them. Guess why no? Me always quote Karl Marx, you know. Karl Marx say, your opponent will accuse you of what they are doing while they are doing it.
Brilliant, right? Brilliant. So you see this,
And that is what they have been using. Mark Golding, him smart, you know. Him no fool, him smart. Him smart. It's just that him no really have no political sense and him no plan. Him just want to get back in the money.
But protecting JA, you raised something that could it be, you just mentioned a while ago, that a lot of people are pressure Mark Golding to step down, but as I said, is too close to an election to do that. But in light of the fact that he went on two different entities and was kind of backtracking them, so to speak, do you think that is really kicking over the bucket, like a level of sabotage like that if the next person comes?
The Prime Minister said it. The Prime Minister explained it for us.
okay.
Mark Golding is an opportunist. He's an opportunistic person. He goes with the wind wherever the wind is blowing, the heaviest. So if you notice when him come from the scene, anything, some little cast things in the public, he take them up. Because anything that is popular. Because remember, the bedrock, the foundation of the PMP's political
Not him funny enough, take up the chips and go eat them with it.
Oh, I go on this one now. The foundation of the PMP's political approach, is populism,
Yes. I know that.
Populism. So anything, if you notice Mark Golding backtrack a little bit, I'm sure say the JLP are going to feature some of this in their ads. Anything that is popular of the day, him jump on it. Anything where majority of people on social media say, whether it be in the dance hall, whether it be in the whorehouse, anywhere there, Mark Golding jump on it. So he's an opportunistic person. And that is the reason why it is so easy to show up somebody like that. He has no foundation, he has no firm root planted in anything. He has no ideology of his own that he's parachuting from. He's just bouncing around. Anywhere the wind blows, that's where he goes.
Very good, very good. Guys, we have 23 minutes left. Carl, you have stayed with us all evening, eh?
Yes.
I'm gonna start
I'm working. I'm working. Meanwhile, I'm talking to you, and I'm working on some drawings here. Yeah. So.
Fantastic. No, Carl. Based on where you see the election positioned now, what do you think the issues will be going forward from the government side? Obviously, they are going to be focusing on their performance, and obviously, coming out of the Prime Minister's presentation, they're going to be highlighting some of the things that he has said. Where is the election going to be fought? Give me an idea of what the ads are going to be. What do you think people are going to be listening for?
Well, from a political standpoint, I think the election is going to be fought on the social side, and what both governments has done to the people. So you're right, probably less to the extent of the stability of the economy, but more what the government has done for the people on the social side. And as I said to a lot of people, and some people don't agree with me, that the Labour Party has moved to the left of the People's National Party, where the social programs is concerned.
Explain to our listeners, when you say move left, what you're talking about.
What I mean, they have become more a socialist party than the People's National Party, in the sense that the People's National Party mantra is socialism, you know, doing for the people, the free this and the free that. The Labour Party has moved to the left in that they have implemented free healthcare, free tuition, the LIFT program, the social housing program, right? The social pension program, the arts NHT, right? The moving of temporary workers from the NSWMA to permanent workers that are now looking forward to a pension at the end of the year, right? So they have done. They have done so much for the people. So I think this election.
And despite that, the perception remains in the Jamaican society that the PNP is the party that does most for the poor.
But that does. But look here. The last poll result that I've seen from Dan Anderson, right? The question was asked: which party cares for the poor more? The People's National Party comes out on top. The question is being asked again: which party provides more jobs for the people? The Labour Party come out on top.
Yeah, man, go ahead. Thank you, Steve.
Carl.
Yeah.
Let me
Gigi, hold on, man.
You're
gonna get your 5 minutes, you know. Just hold on.
All right.
Just hold on.
So all I was saying to you, neighbor, if a party is providing more jobs, right?
Yes.
That is poverty alleviation. So
yes.
How does it square that a party who has a poor track record of providing jobs be the one that is more favorable to the poor? Make that make sense.
All right. So you come back to the poll at Dan Anderson, Carl. You really believe it?
As I'm saying, I don't believe the poll. What he's saying, because in one instance, he's saying that, right, the Labour Party, the People's National Party is 5 points ahead. And everything else, the Labour Party is leading. Who do you prefer as Prime Minister?
Tell me if that makes sense.
Dr. Michael Andrew Owens.
All right.
Right?
So we're going to foresight next. But so Carl, you have though ingrained in the society. And this is something that I have been studying, the cost of living crisis. You won't call it a crisis, but there's a real issue in Jamaica as far as it relates to persons, day-to-day living.
I'm glad you brought
What impact do you think that is going to have?
I'm glad you brought that up. As I said to you before, I'm just coming from Jamaica just yesterday evening. I spent a month in Jamaica, right?
Don't worry about that. Just that is important.
All right. The day that I leave Jamaica, right, I took my daughter to the supermarket and I spent $176 at the supermarket.
176 Jamaican dollars?
No, man, US dollars. Yes. Because I'm in the States. I spent $176.
In the United States?
In the United States to do some shopping for my daughter, right? That is equivalent to about $30,000 because, you can call it roughly 200 US at 150 exchange rate. That's about $30,000. Now, I have a cousin. He's a staunch supporter of the People's National Party. But I'm a family. And I took him to the supermarket, and I'm not exaggerating. I was going to take the picture, but when you're helping out somebody, you don't want to take the picture and create a scene over it. I took him to the supermarket, and we pick up virtually a basket and a half with chicken, rice, oil, tissue, soap, dishwashing liquid, peas, everything, right? And when I was expecting that the bill was going close to $30,000. You know what the lady tell me? $14,776. I was so shocked. And I said, but people who compare, say, and things. So I'm not saying for me, the $15,000 might have been easy, But for where I'm coming from, just to make a comparison, that if I should spend $15,000 is virtually 100 US. $100 US cannot give you what I just spent for the $15,000 in Jamaica.
Yes.
If I was supposed to spend that $100 in Jamaica, probably I was what I bought for my daughter, $176 would probably be half that amount.
The gentleman that came on
again.
before, the gentleman that came on before said that the PNP has used 4 years going around the country. Do you think that they have been successful in planting in the minds of many Jamaicans a pessimistic view and a view that will benefit them that time?
I think they have succeeded somewhat. You know why? But that is not the case now. They succeeded to the point where the Labour Party was not campaigning prior to the local government election. And that is why the People's National Party won the popular vote, even though they didn't win the election by the amount of parish council, municipality, but they succeeded. A lot of people bought in it because the JLP at the time was complacent. They weren't campaigning, and they allowed the People's National Party to run the ground with their narrative.
Okay.
And now the ground has shifted back to the Labour Party. The campaign, we are doing a soft campaigning now, transitioning to after the budget presentation into main campaign leading up to the general election. So yes, I would say the sentiments prior to the local government election last year, 2024, much of the supporters bought into it, because you know that when you hear from one side and you're not hearing from the other side, and when you see real things, the pain points, the people cannot, have it difficulty, they are going to buy into that. But when the Labour Party
before Gigi comes in, place the Prime Minister's budget presentation in the election. Put it there for me.
Well, what I would say about the Prime Minister's presentation, as you alluded to earlier, that it's for some people, not me necessarily, for some people it didn't have the election bounce. Prior to election, they want the excitement. What the Prime Minister has indicated to the country, that is not going to have a run with it budget prior to an election. The economy is now precariously poised. It has contracted somewhat, and we need to rebound in terms of our economic prospects. So the Prime Minister said, listen to me now. Based on what has unfolded in previous budgets, in my conference last year, I have laid out a raft of things that is going to impact poor people. So buy into those policies and programs, but we are not going to have a run with the budget, because without the economy, we cannot attend to your pain points. And I think that is the core message. So it's for us, the electorate, to look into it and say, listen, we need to track back on where the unemployment rate was.
Give me a theme before you go, Carl. PNP said time come. What the Labour Party need to say?
Time come, but time come for what? Time
continues.
Yes.
Time continues.
Yes, and that Labour Party must use as their mantra. Time come, but for what? Right? And yes, time come. Yes, time come to give us a third term. And I think that's the Labour Party message right there.
Our time comes to continue.
All right, Gigi, let's go with you now. Gigi, how you see the election shaping up at this point? From where you sit, is it close?
No, I came on your platform already,
We have new listeners, sir. There's 102 people up here.
I am not of the view that it will be close.
You don't think it's going to be close?
No, man. All right, so, because, look here, what is happening to me personally, I'm a little bit impatient. That is my problem with the party, with the Jamaica Labour Party, a little bit. I need them to start rolling out the campaign, but guess what? I have to trust Andrew, because what is clear to me about Andrew, that man is very strategic. He's so strategic. I am scared the effect that it has when this strategy is implemented. To the point, it will probably have a blowout effect at the PNP. So it's just the impatience of me personally, because one of the problems that is I am having, and I say I can't take the basic conversation because you see this back and forth with these people when we are diehard PNP. It's annoying. I cannot get impatient with it, and sometimes I never want to foster the discussion. You understand? So from that perspective, and I will add in terms of his.
I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried. Let me tell you what a little fear that I have, having listened to that comrade earlier. And you know, I think sometimes you need to engage. You know, because you get information.
You get feedback.
Yes, he let it slip that the PNP is very organized.
What he did say already again about some court case. So you remember exactly what he said?
Hear me. He made it slip that the PNP is going to be relying on organization. Gigi, let me tell you this. Elections are won or lost based on your organization. The electoral office, if you are going to vote in the next election, you have until the 31st of March to get registered. If you don't know where your votes are and keep them motivated, and then on election day to have your runners bring out their votes. And let me tell you this too. Do not underestimate the PNP's organizational strength at winning elections. You there, Gigi?
Yeah, man.
Yes. And I'm saying to you that I don't know what work the Secretariat of the Labour Party has done over the last 4 years, but I know that based on the comrades' report this evening, they have done a lot of work to register people, to put people in strategic position, and to bring out their votes.
All right. So neighbor, one of the things I want to ask you, more honestly, who has been in the limelight for at least the past 2 years?
For the what?
From a political perspective, who has been in the limelight, who has been campaigning, so to speak, who has been putting out the issues, who has been trying to make a narrative that you must take me up instead of this man? Who has been?
Yeah. Well, I make a distinction between the government, because the government has to be governing the country, and the programs of government as against
Carl said it earlier, no? It has always been difficult for any party to get a third term. And when you see a government heading to a third term, with them being ahead in some aspects and behind in some aspects, of course, because the other party is campaigning. For them to be at that stage is a good stage. Usually it's always negative, meaning, you know, they just want to get rid of one.
That's when the government fool around so and don't perform. This government, by all indication, they have performed.
For sure. So you see, that is why 8
minutes to 7 o'clock, and we're trying to check out at about.
Yeah, but Keith, I want to hear what protecting JA.
So we don't.
I want to hear what protecting JA have to say. Let's give him a shot at it. I want to hear what he has to say. That's very, very knowledgeable.
Yeah, we're coming. We will never leave it. We never leave him out. Although I hear protecting. I hear many laborites cussing you out, so you spend all morning with Damien. We'll get to that. Foresight, we're coming to you. Genuine one. The genuine one.
Yeah, good day. I just like to, I like listening to your program, but there's one thing I have to say. All right, this morning, Damian Crawford admitted something. Right? He said when Mark Gordon presented on the issue of the drawdown of 11.5 billion per year from the NHT, in fact, it is entrenching law that by 2026, all of that will expire. So I do not understand Mark Golding in terms of his pronouncement when he already knows that it will all of that kind of arrangement based on law will basically expire. So Mark Golding is like the tree can